Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of One Idiot, One Console, because the other one's at work. Obviously today we're back for some more Timberborn. If you haven't seen previous episodes, I'm just playing on easy mode at the moment because I really wanted a break. And nobody told me no. I don't remember exactly what we're up to this episode. Okay, yeah, we're placing hella explosives, which I think we might be working over here rather than over there. Yeah, we're primarily working down here. Alright, so a large portion of this episode, as per fucking usual, is gonna be this. Oh, good. Sorry in advance, Lola's freaking the fuck out right now. You cannot come in my lap right this minute, baby girl. You can't. You can't. Alright, that's still kind of flooded, so I'm gonna put some more explosives on this end over here. I think I'm gonna open this up quite a bit more. Yeah, we'll just finish that out right there. Oop, come on, click the button. There we go. So we'll get them to place... You know what, it doesn't have to be all of them. We'll get them to place these ones specifically, and then these ones with some urgency, and then we'll just finish that dam straight across there. Yeah, and then I don't really care about the rest of them for now. Alright, so we're trying to balance keeping this at this level right now, which is... I don't care if we flood a little bit back here, but I care if we flood over here. Let's see how we're doing on the underneath here. Whoop, too far. Which this is going to turn into a really big industrial area over here, is the plan. So I'm just putting explosives under everything, and we're just going to blow it all up. And collapse the whole structure, which we've also got the same-ish thing happening over here. I'm letting them finish this part out if they want to. But once we've got this area cleared out to some degree, we're going to start doing, like, construction of beaver bots stuff, so that way things get done a little faster. Which will be nice. Let's go ahead and make a straight path to here while we're at it, so that they don't have to run all the way around every time. Cool. So we're gonna have this done right now. Alright, let's see if that helped any. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do this section here next. Which, let's see what I've got building over here. These are all single layer explosives. I'm gonna need some of these to become doubles. Alright, so we'll turn these and these into doubles so that it takes it down a little bit further. And then we'll go ahead and up the priority of these. Whoop. There we go. And see if that helps. Which, again, they should be able to get these done pretty quickly. We've got... not a lot of explosives. Do I have new explosive thing happening? I've got that one over there, and then I'm pretty sure I have another factory either already in or coming in. Yeah, I've got more explosives factories coming in, so at some point here we'll get done with these. And then we're doing fine on extract, so I'm not worried about that. Alright, these can go ahead and blow up now. See if that helps. That's not supposed to make it worse. Oh lord. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be interesting trying to prevent this from flooding, it seems. How close are we to that? Okay, somebody's just gotta hit this with a hammer, which will be done any second here. Yeah, that guy's probably coming to do it. Alright, you are now out of the way. Why is it just making it worse? Come on. Oh no. Alright, it might be this section through here which needs to lower a little bit, which is going to be a fucking problem. Can we not reach this yet? Okay, why can't we reach that? There's no reason why we can't reach that. Oh, because I'm stupid. Okay, hang on. Alright, let's go ahead and up the priority of this stuff as well as this here. Yeah, because this is getting to be a problem. Alright. At least we're working on this over here now. That's good. I would not be able to reach this with paths, but I think it might be a good idea to open this area up a little bit more through here, so I might just put more platforms. Not landscaping. There we go. Actually... yeah, because I think I just want to open up this section a little bit here. Let's just put in another couple for my own sanity. Alright, and then we'll put these in here. And then we need that to go down 3, 4, 5. So we'll start out with these. And that one I think just needs to... oh, that's on top of something, so I might be able to just delete this. Nope. No such luck. Let's take it down a couple layers and see if we can do something from there. Yeah, that's not particularly helpful. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so there's no point in these right now. So... go ahead and blow that up while we're at it. Oh, and that gets them... oh, just realized that's their way down now. Well, that works. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Let's up the priority of these here. Yeah, because there's no flooding at all past this. So that's definitely part of the problem. And then let's go ahead and explode this area. Ah! Come on. There we go. Whoa! I don't know what the hell just happened there. Alright, and then once we've exploded this area... I don't know if I can just plant bombs directly under... no, I can't. Okay, so we'll worry about that in a minute when they get there. These I don't care about anymore. Don't need them. And then this section here is going to get kind of tight. But I need them to be able to still access this area, so I'm going to go ahead and put a... I think I might only need to widen this by 1, we'll try. Which this is still far too flooded. At least that's almost done. Alright, back down. No storage space available. That's really annoying. Well, even if I lose access to them, that's fine. Actually, they should be reachable from that path anyway. You know, if this path fully existed. There we go. Now it's definitely all reachable. Alright, so once we've got this going, we'll go ahead and blow those up and see how that works out. Oh good, and that's already done. Which this one can already go. It looks like they're going to start getting that done pretty quick here. Literally just need these two done. That was almost a beat there. Okay, that seems like it's maybe working a little bit. It's at least prevented some of the flooding, maybe? No, not really. Okay, damn, this is harder than you'd think it'd be. Okay, let's try... Actually, I think I do want to just do it that way. Okay. Maybe this. Those are gonna get done real fast now. Oh well. And it looks like that'll still live, so that's good too. Oh good, 2 more to do on these. I don't know why they're working over here when they could be doing these. Let's go ahead and take that out. Oop. Raise the priority of this. This will be kind of temporary here. Whoops. Let's detonate some of these and see if it does anything good. Ah, maybe. Maybe. No, I think it's just kind of coming back. Oh well. Well, at least I should be able to build all of this. That's good. Alright. Let's try again. Oh, that seems like it might have helped. Yeah, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Still need a little more, but we're getting there. I think if we just take care of this, it'll be good. Alright. Which that should be done. Oh, did I raise the priority of these? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's be able to see the rest of the map when we go. And... yeah, here we go. Alright, and that means that I can finish this here. Probably. We'll find out. Alright, path all the way across here, connect it out. There we go. I've got a path on it, so I have to delete it this way. And that pile should already be big, or important, or whatever I intend to do. Might be kind of fun to level this and try and fit like a zipline hub on here. Alright, let's see. I would like to get this done, because that's literally one more and I'm annoyed. Actually, no. Yeah, we have plenty of wood. Let's go ahead and just get that done. And at some point they'll get this one done. Maybe now. Nope. Oh, here we go. Or not. There we go. Alright, let's start by doing that. Which that immediately gives them more access to here, so I might as well just path on up and let them have at it. Alright, progress. And we've almost got that done. Just got just close enough to hear that one. Alright, that's gonna be done the second another beaver comes over here, which means we get to see if this floods again, which, since we're not in a drought, we should find out fully whether or not this area is going to flood. Or, you know, I could jinx it. Yay. There we go. This ring here was not intentional, they just really wanted to work on that. Alright, so what I'm kind of, well, if I'm going to put a hub here, I should really, yeah, so I should have the windmills out at the edge. Yeah, so I'll put the windmills out all the way at the edge, and then I'll do my normal thing, which, you saw me do elsewhere, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to put platforms and then, like, vertical power shafts under all of the windmills, and power shafts between them, so that way I can just route everything under everything. Which, in my experience, makes things more accessible. How do I keep ending up with singular patches like that? Do I have anywhere over here that that's gonna happen? No, I don't know how that keeps happening to begin with. I've got to be stupid or something, I don't know. Let's, since these only need one, let's get those done pretty quick here. We're making very good progress over here. I think I'm going to put some little things for water out here so that they don't have to go as far to get it. And we'll go ahead and copy-paste some of these around. And we'll go ahead and up the priority of them, so that way nobody's running real far to get water. And they can theoretically get more done. You know what, I'm also thinking we should probably just put some little storages for the explosive stuff around. The catalyst, I think, right? Extract. It's extract. That is what I need over here, right? Yep. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm only gonna put these near where they can access walls right now. And I'm also gonna raise the priority of these. Can I please have my button? And then let's go ahead and get some storage going for planks. And also set that to a high priority. Which I'm thinking they're probably going to work over here first, but we're going to find out. Man, would it not have been faster to go that way? Alright, and then this should still stay green. Which I might end up running water through the power shafts as well, just so that everywhere's kind of green and looks better. I don't particularly care for the dirt. I think most don't. Alright, they are starting to come from that direction. And that gives them access to under here, so we'll see if this starts being a thing. I think it will. Get rid of the rando staircase. Alright, good, good. And then when it's like most of the way to this one, I'll explode them too. Whoop, did not mean to do that. Oh, good. And I can go ahead and explode both of these random ones. Perfect. Yeah, so we're pretty much... Do I have these set at a higher... Oh, I do have them set at a higher priority. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. I'm gonna let them continue to work from both ends here for a while. That'll have to be a ways past the staircase for me to feel like it's worth exploding it yet. I might just wait for this whole thing to be done to blow it up all in one go. Once they're done with that, they should start working on the underneath stuff. Alright. These are all done. They don't have power right now, but that's because the windmills aren't working and I haven't bothered to set up a battery yet. Eventually I'm going to. Probably gonna set it up from around here somewhere and hang it into this. I'm gonna need a fair few batteries to make sure that everything's running even when we don't have the windmills moving. Take a sip of my drink. Why is this one not connected? I must have forgotten to put it on a vertical power shaft. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah, so that's not supplying enough. That's gonna be a fucking problem. Alright. Wrong button. And let's just get this shit done. Oh, that's interesting that they're different colors. How much progress over here? Fair bit. Alright, that's good. We've already got everything for that, and then this one literally just takes one log. Once we connect everything in, that should be pretty good. There we go. Demand is 970, and we've got 1141. Doing good. We are now getting somewhere. Dude, is this thing not fucking pathed? Oh my god, I am not with it. There we go. Lots more usage over here now. Damn. How are they getting up here? Were they getting up here? I'm so confused. How are they? Oh yeah, because they have the stairs, duh. It's fine, I'm stupid. The channel name is what it is, for a reason. Alright, well that should help solve our explosives supply problem. Which, we could have some more bad water collection, for sure. Really? That's so annoying. And then I will have to raise the timing of the, or the importance, what is this? Priority. I will have to raise the priority of that. Alright, so test 2 here to see if this now floods. So far, so good. I want to go look at the water line somewhere and see if it is flooding or what. Alright, mouse is right about at the water level. Yeah, if anything, it just went down. Okay, so that's good. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Alright, we are still working on this, which should get done pretty quickly now that we have more explosives coming in. And we are already solving this problem. Which, what do you store? Bad water. Oh yeah, I should put in another one of these here. There we go. And that will be our bad water supply for now. Man, did I put these over here for a reason? I assume so. Alright, which this will be done here any second. I'm trying not to increase the population past what it's at right now, so that when I have the, like, the beaver bots can just take over from there. Which the question then becomes, do I have everything already unlocked for those? Where are they? I need a refinery. Yeah, I don't have everything unlocked yet. So we'll just go ahead and unlock all of these. There we go. Which that's not really going to happen until we have at least a corner that can create power, which I'm thinking I'm just going to straight up line the area, like along the edges with windmills. Which I also might just put some levees in here to even out the square a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad idea, actually. So let's have a look at how we would need to do that. Ah, damn. Which I know this is not the most efficient way that I could do this. I'm doing it anyway. Which this will actually only help me out with windmill placement, so... Okay, sick. So now that I've done that, I know what level of thing I need everywhere. I just don't want to have to take this all the way down. Alright, so I need 2s here. 1s here. Alright, so then this level is where the levees are going, so I need 1s again. Oof, bless me. Alright. Yeah, cool. So that's correct. I need 2s. And a couple of 3s over here. And by a couple, I mean a few, because I get yelled at all the time for using those interchangeably. Alright, and then while I'm back here, I'm gonna start placing some windmills. So that way I know where they're going. So let's see. So I'm pretty sure I can't place these, yeah. So they would have to go there. Whoop. Let's actually get into a build menu so that that stays up. Right, and then they need to have a space of 2 in between them. Actually, it would be probably more effective to just delete this entire line. Alright, and then let's start with our vertical power shafts, which I do want to look good from this side here, which I can start placing windmills right there. So that's 1, 2, space, 2. Let's make sure I do this whole thing correctly, or I'm gonna scream. Yeah, which actually it's kind of helpful to have the ground back here be not stable. Or not level, I know what I mean. Whichever one. Alright. That's as far as it'll let me go with these, so we go again. And there. Alright. And then we finish over all of this with paths. Or not paths. These are... What the hell are these? Platforms. And then you've got power, except underground. And then I'm going to finish off that edge with the levee just to continue the continuity. And then from there, on every one of these, you place a windmill. And then the nice part is, if I were to do this with smaller windmills for the whole thing, I wouldn't have to worry about, like, oh shit, I'm gonna cut off power to all kinds of stuff if I replace one with a bigger windmill, because it's all underground anyway, so even if you do take one off, you've just made something not touching the power source anymore, not the whole power source not work. Which is nice. This is one of the few things that I came up with on my own. And I am extremely proud of it. And then I'm gonna leave this section open, just in case. And there we go. Whole line of windmills. And they look pretty damn good when they're built, too. Oh, sick. Alright. I do like to pause just so I can make sure that everything I detonate is not, like, I want it to immediately blow up the pathways. Explode 200 dynamite in a single day. I am become deaf. Yes. Alright, so now we want to route all of these in toward this. Alright, that one already goes that way, but let's get it to go this way too, just so we have it. Alright, and that's the beginning of the real quest here. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they've made pretty good progress, actually. Alright, let's reset that. Get some more storage going. Should have set that already, but whatever. Alright, because they only seem to be working over here right now. Which is fine. You know, I actually kind of like that random jut out right there. Let's leave it. Please pick that up. Alright, and then once we've got these filling up, this will make this much more easy, or quick, or whatever. Easier, quicker, English. And then we can just throw those right back into the system. How much does this hold? 180. I've got like 300 or 400 and something sitting down there, so that'll already be pretty much full. But they're just going to take these back out and use them and everything, so that works out. I think I'm going to, like, soft prioritize some stuff that'll get them, like, from place to place, you know? That way we can actually kind of have some routing through here. Get things moving a little bit faster, hopefully. Whoops. Alright. Please stop lagging. You know, I figure if I get these little branches going, I can put paths, and then I won't have to babysit this quite as much. Because they'll just be back here doing their thing. Here they come. But, you know, this is perfect, because then they'll just, theoretically, they'll follow these lines. Yep, they are. Cool. So yeah, and then, like I said, in following these lines, now that they're doing that, I can path through these and create a nice little network. Which will make my life easier. And then at every entrance to these, I can place stuff that'll have easy access to all of the materials that they need, so I'll start going around and doing that now. We'll get one of these for all of them. Let's put it at the crossroads, or like right there. That works. And then run around to make that easier, or faster. Because as always, I do find it important to value the speed of movement, so that we're not sitting here for 6 hours waiting for nothing. Actually, is that the right path? Yeah, that sure is how I set that up, ain't it? Alright. And theoretically, they should be able to reach the middle of these two. If they can't, I'll just put a couple of paths in. Cool. I think it might be a little faster if y'all went that way. Oh, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We'll pretty much spend the next episode watching this happen and working on some more development while we're at it. I really hope I have that up at the right level. I'm gonna fucking scream if I don't. I don't. I'm losing it. Alright, we will fix that in the next episode. So, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. As always, thank you for watching. I do genuinely appreciate your company. God damn, do I ever fucking need it sometimes. I'm gonna need it with that. Have a good day, night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!